Okay, good morning, everybody. This is Donald Kaisamba, um, DBA, Kaisamba and Associates LLC, also doing business as Kaisamba Agency. This meeting is for all my agency members. Again, if you're not a member, this video is not for you, but this video is for all agency members. Thank you. Uh, I want to talk today about finalizing a final expense or completing a final expense sale. If you're on the phone and you're talking to your client and you have gone to the website, so you go to www.kaysamber&associateslifeandhealth.com, you've gone to the website, you're trying to get the client a quote. Okay, so the client is in Georgia. So you go right here, state of Georgia, and that's their date of birth. You're thinking they don't know what final expense they should get. So one of the first things you want to ask them is, Mrs. Jones, I know you want this final expense plan, but is it for funeral expenses or is it for cremation? So as you all should know, cremation costs less. Technically, if someone passes away, they don't have any insurance. The government, I think, you can qualify for what, $225 or $250 or $250, depending on the state. So technically, you can find somebody to burn your body, blah blah blah, for $250. But there are processes involved in cremation, documentation, the authenticity of the process. Want to make sure a professional does it, so it does cost money. So sometimes it can range anywhere from, I would say, you can get a good cremation for under 2,000. Some places, depending on what it is, under 5,000. If you want a cremation with a funeral, some people do that. They believe that the end disposing of the body should be cremated, but they will want to have the service through the funeral home, and then just want the end process to be cremation. That could run about give and take $8,000-9,000, depending on the state, depending on where. So you as an agent, and you're dealing with somebody that's over 50 years old that's looking for a funeral plan. Of course, you're not the funeral home, but having an idea of what a funeral home is, and some of the fundamentals with that, you're able to assist your client further. So here's how I do it. So I'm talking to a client. Client is interested in an average cost of full funeral is about $13,000 to $15,000. So this guy, I'm going to quote them $15,000 level benefit. I hate to get the quote now, and now we're looking at Phoenix for this person, 1968. I'm not sure the age, but I'm sure you guys can figure it out. So I'm thinking, I am an agent and I only have access to Phoenix right now. So I'm going to write Phoenix, Remembrance Life at 4316. Of course, the client took the profile. He has a bank account. He's lived in the same address for over 6 months. He's willing to sign the application on the internet. He has given me his email address, and I'm going to process that. So we're going to write this client Phoenix, and the beneficiary is his wife. He's thinking about getting $15,000 plan, but this guy lives in, let's say, he lives in Georgia. So what I do here, I want you guys to use this site. It's called partying.com. https www.partying.com. Thanks to Tom, one of my agents had sent it to me in the previous, last year sometime, and I'm sharing this information. Thanks to Tom Person for sending me this information. Hope he's doing well. We're going to www.partying.com, and we we want to compare funeral homes. Now, I used to live in Georgia, so I know some of the zip codes there. Let's say we're looking for funeral homes in Atlanta. So we type Atlanta. We click Atlanta, and we go to the when would you require the service and planning for the future. You're looking for burial. No, I don't want the service. Technically, I don't know, it shouldn't be giving you that, but let's say we hit search. All right, so let's try Atlanta bypass. Technically, that doesn't work. So I think if you put it by zip code, you get a better chance. So 20910, Silver Spring. What would you like to do? All right, so let's do this. Let's answer that question. Yes, I would like to view in our wake. We go to next. Okay. Now, as you guys can see here, it's no joke that funerals can cost up to $35,000. Actually, it can cost $50,000. It all depends on what the client wants, what kind of funeral they want. So as you can see, this is the Maryland area, and these are all the funeral homes located. Of course, you guys should understand that what we do, selling final expense, is needed. So look at all these companies. They do this business for a while because people die. There's two things that are not going to go away until the world ends. People will die, and people will be born. So if you're in the business within those two facilities or those two interests, you should not be out of business except you have bad service. So we're talking about a client who was requested, whose premium is going to be $43.16. With a date of birth of January 1st, 1968. This client lives in Georgia. He's a male. He doesn't smoke. He's a level, means his health is okay. $15,000 is what you have quoted this client. Now, you want to justify the reason why it should do that. So what I want to do, I want to be systematic about it. So let's go and say, well, this person is in Maryland. Okay. And in Maryland, Phoenix, we're also there. Now we're doing $43.16 for Remembrance Life. For the same client in Maryland, we'll find out that if we go to this funeral home from this website, www.partying.com, we're able to find funeral homes in the area. So we say, well, Mrs. Jones, just to make sure you understand what you're getting, I just looked up the funeral home in your area, and based on some of the stuff that I've heard of, I don't know if you have a name of what funeral home you would consider, but I'm thinking you should get the average, depending on what it is. If I'm just going to give you the average. So I'm thinking average would be, let's say, the main funeral home. They have an estimated cost of $9,815. What does that $9,815 cover? So this person here is located in Alexandria, Virginia, zip code 22314. Since you're in Maryland, I'm just giving you an estimate. So this is what it covers. All right. Now, the basic service is about $4,000. Viewing and visitation is $795. Transfer of remains is $795. Embalming is $1,495. Caskets $1,500. This is the average price for casket, $1,500. It can go from $1,500 to $40,000, depending on what the client wants. Dressing and casket, total estimated comes to $9,815. Now, as you can see here, Mrs. Jones, we don't have uh, the use of a family car or limo is not included. Uh, so that will run you additional costs. So just so you know, that's why you're getting $15,000 now. Okay, guys, sorry about that. So, correct. So we continue the process. So, you can call the funeral home. You can find out about any additional client, any additional service the client may need. You can tell them about their reviews, and that's how you're able to service your client, guys. You got to tell them, especially if they are in the interest of obtaining a final expense, $15,000. You need to tell them why they should get $15,000. If they can afford the $43, you need to tell them why. So, if they're older, let's say most people that get final expenses are because their insurance have ran out, So let's say they were born in 1948, $15,000 for a male. 1948, it would be double the price. So let's check that out. So, as you can see there, if they were born 1948, the same amount, $15,000, will be 107.04. So you need to go back to one of these sites, partying.com, and evaluate the cost of funeral. As you can see there, that says no service. So if you add service, what happens here? The price goes up. Now you're at $10,000. If you do, it says viewing. Yes, that's with viewing. That's with service and burial. If you change that to cremation, as you can see, if you're doing a cremation plan and the client is going to have a service, guys, we're looking at $4,000 for that. It's a very expensive process. Dying is just as expensive. Not, well, I wouldn't say it's just as expensive, but those are higher costs. Life expense cost is dying and giving birth, which technically, if you are going to have a baby, you should plan for it because your expenses are going to go up. Things are going to change. Your family life is going to change. Same thing. If you're going to lose a family member or somebody, has the potential of dying, or, you're young, anybody has the potential of dying, you should always have a plan. What if that happens? What is your client going to do? So as you can see, cremation doesn't mean $1,000. It doesn't mean, $200. Cremation means how do you want that process to go? Your clients, you need to find out from your client, how do you want that process to go? And that's why we do this. As you can see there, the basic services is $4,080. Transfer of remains, yes. Even though it's going to be cremated, they need to move it from wherever that person passed to wherever that's going to happen. Yes, and you need a professional to do that. You can't call Uber and say somebody passed away. I want you to haul the body. Maybe Uber has a policy. People don't do that. You want a professional to do it. So the funeral home will bring their people to get the body processed properly, and so they can move it. Embalming, memorial service, $695. Viewing and visitation, yes, somebody passes away, the end process is cremation, but you want to have a viewing and visitation for that person. So that's going to be $795. Total estimate comes to $8,160. So just because someone is having cremation, it's right here, doesn't mean that it's going to cost $2,000 or $3,000. It depends on what they want and what they can afford. So same thing here. If you eliminate the service, no service for the cremation process comes to $4,995. Direct cremation, $4,200. Viewing and visitation, $7,905, $795. As you can see, total client price comes to $4,995. If you move that up, you put that to no viewing, it brings the price down to $4,200. So be careful what you explain to your customer. Make sure they understand how the process works. What are the different things that they need to pay for in regarding funerals? So if you're looking at this here, basic service for the director overhead. I mean, these are all the costs. I mean, this can go long, this can even go long because guys, when somebody passes, what about flowers? What about medical expenses? What about if they leave somewhere? What about that? What's the plan for that? Do they need a family member to transport their things, or are their home paid for? I mean, what is the process? What do they want? Why are you talking to them? So I want to make sure that you guys have this access. Another area you can go is legacy.com. You can go to legacy.com, same process. You can review funeral homes, memorials, and this can tell you a little bit about the different types of memorials, different people, the funeral homes. Flowers are one of the most expensive things to do. You guys can do research. So I want to make sure that every agent that is actually selling through the inbound process, they have access to the site legacy.com, and they have access to partying.com, so they can help their client when they're on the phone. And that this person is looking for a plan. Your job is to make sure you can help the person prepare better for the future. So, guys, I'm sending you guys this webinar so you guys can use it to your advantage for success. So please look at the video and let me know what you think at the 1 p.m. conference today. Having said that, any questions, reach me at www.kaisamberlifeandhealth.com. Or you can Google Kai Samber and Associates. Most of you guys should know the website already. And please, you guys should be able to subscribe now to the channel, to the YouTube channel. So I hope you guys go in and subscribe so you can get more and more videos coming to you directly. All right. Thank you guys. Have a great day today. Bye-bye.